Oh. Welcome to Sister Fifi channel, where you are welcome here. Hey guys, I am excited today to have a new person. Well, really, he's not new because he's been on my channel before. So I'm excited to have Adrian on my live. Adrian Cooking show, review show. He is actually gonna be my guest speaker or guest person on this evening. So you guys, we're gonna wait on you guys to come in. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to stroll that information around there at the bottom, but I really want you guys to, I want to move that because I need y'all to see Adrian cooking name, so you guys can get to know who this young man is. Let me go ahead and chime in to my Facebook page, guys, because I want to see if we have some supporters over there on that channel. Thank you so much. Facebook, I see you guys chiming in already. Thank you, YouTube, for chiming in. I see you guys chiming in. I really appreciate that. Uh oh. I do apologize. I do apologize. But I thank you so much for coming in and to hear what we have to say tonight. And we pray that it be a blessing to you guys. Welcome to the live, Leilani. Welcome to the
Hey,
live.
Leilani.
Guys, thank you so much for coming in. So, Adrian, we're going to go ahead and start off by allowing you to introduce yourself. And also, guys, as you all are coming in, please thumb up the live. We appreciate you doing that. All right, Adrian, let's you take the
Yeah.
floor.
So my name is Adrian Simpson. I'm 27. I was born and raised in Jamaica. Been living in the United States for about 7 years now. I actually worked in food and beverage most of my life.
Oh,
And
wow.
then I decided to take a step and open up my own restaurant in West Virginia, here where I'm living now. So the
Wow.
restaurant was open for about 2 years. And I always pride myself on trying to make smart business decisions. So the business was profitable, but it wasn't consistent as the way how I would like it to be. So it became a lot of pressure mentally. Like I got to figure out how do I prepare for the day and so on and so on. So I was like, all right, after 2 years, I made a decision to close the restaurant. But of course,
Okay.
the dream is still alive. So of course,
Yes.
definitely in the near future, there's going to be another restaurant in a major city that definitely gonna boost business. So yes, I've been on YouTube for about 5 months now. During my downtime, I like to keep busy. So since I closed the restaurant, 2 years in restaurant business, like 5 years in the real world, because you got so much to do. It's
Yeah.
very similar to YouTube. It's like you've been on YouTube for 5 months and it seems like you've been here for 5 years, because it
Yeah.
requires a lot of work and a lot of consistency and stuff like that. So yeah, I in my downtime, I was like, let's launch this YouTube channel. Let's get these recipes out there. And so I do recipes and mukbangs. And of course, I like to just not be a one trick pony. So, of course, you'll see a different variety on my channel. But as for right now, the focus is on cooking authentic Jamaican food along with fusion. So I like to fuse a lot of different dishes to make something unique.
Well, you know what, Adrian? I'm not gonna allow you to give out all the information. I want to ask some questions.
All right,
You
go
know,
ahead, Sister
Adrian, I
Fifi.
shouldn't. I believe I should not have told Adrian to go ahead on because Adrian just poured it all out on y'all. I wanted to ask those questions, Adrian. Okay, you share with us that you have been in the United States for you say how many years?
About 7.
About 7 years. And what was your reason from leaving Jamaica to come to, the United States? I
Okay.
mean,
So first of all, Jamaica is a beautiful country, a lot of great food. The weather is perfect. But I'm always a self-driven type of person where I never like to be stagnant. So I always like to see growth. So if you look on my YouTube channel, for example, you'll see how I just started up my mukbangs and videos and stuff like that. The quality was just okay, but now you see the progression. So I like to think of myself as a work in progress. So every time I come on the screen, I expect it to be a lot better than it was the last time. So being in Jamaica, it was a little bit hard to find jobs because most
Okay.
of the industry there is tourism. So that's where they make most
Okay.
of their money. So it's like very hard. And then my dad, he was living in the United States for prior to that for about 13 years. And he
Okay.
wanted to get all of his kids to be living here with him. So that's one of the main reasons that I came here, because of my dad. And then
Okay.
also because I wanted to progress into something bigger and better.
Okay. So, in other words, it sounds like maybe your mom. I have listened to you talk about your mom and you talk about your dad, and it sounds like between your mother and your father. I want to say it was your mother that she believed in being operating in entrepreneurship. She
Yeah.
was a hard worker. I guess
Hmm.
your dad also was a hard worker, and you looked up to your mom in so many ways.
Hmm.
So, where did you get the cooking from? The desire for cooking? Was it
So
just something within you, or was it something you saw within your mom, your dad?
So it's a funny story. Is that my mom? She is self-employed, as you already know. So she
Mhm.
works at a school. So that school is a two-shift school where one shift started 7 a.m. to noon, and then the other one is from noon to 5 p.m. So she would leave out of the house as early as like 6:30 in the morning, and she would be out on almost all day until like 6. So she would be out for about 12 hours a day. So, being that I was the oldest one in the household at that
Okay.
time, I had to learn how to cook because I had three younger siblings.
Mm.
But it's very interesting because I went to high school an hour away from where I lived. And the first time that I cooked anything was when I was like 12. And I was cooking rice and peas and curry chicken and green peas mashed potatoes. And that was a dish that I was cooking at like 4:30 in the morning, 4:30 a.m. because I had to leave out to go to school at like 6 in the morning. So I had to
Wow.
cook it very early in the morning and take it to school for a project. So the first time I cooked, I got a score of 90 out of 100. So,
Oh, wow. And
so
what
ever
grade
since
were
then,
you in? What grade were you in?
I
Do
was
you
in the
remember?
eighth grade.
8th grade, and you're
Hmm.
you're cooking beans and rice
Hmm.
at this age. Are you
Hmm.
talking about like pinto beans or the real beans?
Red beans cooked with garlic and all those stuff that you
Are
see
you
I make on the channel.
are you serious? Eight
Hmm.
8 years old, you're cooking a
At 12.
dish that, well, 12-year old, I meant to
Yeah.
say, you're cooking a dish that made beans that may take like, 2 hours for
Hmm.
it to be tender.
Hmm.
I mean, did your mom cook these type dishes in front of you
So
before?
my mom wasn't the traditional teacher. What she would do, she would sit in the living room. She would let you have the floor in the kitchen,
Hmm.
and she would walk you through how to make it. But she would never be in there holding your hands or showing you how to do anything. So she give you verbal instructions, but
Hmm.
no like real physical training. So once you finish cooking the food, that's when she tastes it, and then so
Hmm.
it's like you're on Chopped. She tastes it. She's like, "All right, this rice, you put way too much coconut milk in there, or you forget the salt, or whatever." But it's very interesting because even though I got a 90 out of 100 in the first
Wow.
meal that I cooked, which was curry chicken, over periods of time, because there's no actual recipe and instructions how to do stuff, I
Hmm.
would mess the recipe up sometimes where the chicken would be nice and tender, and the chicken wouldn't have any flavor because I didn't saute it long enough. The gravy had awesome flavor, and I was getting frustrated. I was like, I don't want to make curry chicken anymore. And my mom walked me over the recipe once again, and then from
Wow.
then, this is my favorite meal to cook. So,
So, in other words, she was a mother of instruction. She told
hmm,
you what to do, and
yeah,
she believed in you that you
hmm,
were able to do it.
yeah,
You may fail, but I need you to try it again.
hmm,
Okay. So that's awesome. I mean, you're 27 years old. You're living in the United States. Your mind is, prepared for business, in the United States. I mean,
Hmm.
did you bring that mindset to the United States, or did you come to the United States with your dad and your dad began to cultivate that in you?
Well, not really, because when I was living in Jamaica with my mom and I learned how to cook, my mom was telling my dad, she was like, he's an amazing cook. He cook just as good as I do. And my dad never believed the story until I came here and he finally tried the food. So, I mean, I've always been a person who has been so involved in business. Like, I follow my mom's footsteps. So, even at the age of like 7, I was learning how to
Mm,
calculate money. I would go to the grocery store and I would buy a box of candy and I would walk through the community and sell it. So I knew profit margins from as early as 7. I knew if I spend $100 and I want to make 100%, then I need to make $100. So I would calculate how much I need to sell this product for in order to make 100% profit. So I've always been into business. When I used to go to high school, I used to buy like snacks and take it to school and sell it on the breaks and stuff like that. So I've always been doing business.
I remember listening to you share that story. I was on your live and I was listening to you share that story about entrepreneurship, as a child, and
Hmm.
how your mom would sell things, and if it did not work and she saw that it was not worth it, she
Hmm.
would not invest in it.
Yeah.
So she taught you this. And I want to say thank you for just sharing your life before the world, to empower the world, to let us know that it's okay. It's okay
Hmm.
to go after your dream. It's okay. He actually talked about failure. I want to say to you, it's really not failure. It to me. I want to take that word back. It's
Hmm.
just the moment of realizing that, okay, I need to pause
Hmm.
on this business, because the finances or the energy that I'm putting out is not matching time. The
Hmm.
timing is not right. And
Hmm.
that is so powerful for me to hear a 27-year-old like on this panel. I've been 27, and I didn't have that mindset. I
Hmm.
mean, audience, you guys can share and just be honest, to Adrian, to your other fellow content creators or just viewers or whatever. Be honest. How did you feel? Like, when you realize, okay, I am a great cook. Um, I see this vision, and all of a sudden things are not matching up. Emotionally, did it bother you at first? Because I'm just gonna confess my confession.
Hmm.
Um, I have a nonprofit organization. So my nonprofit organization is just like a for-profit, but it's
Hmm.
just different. Okay. We run it the same way. We have to abide by the rules, by the law. If we receive funds, we're supposed to do what we have to do, etc.
Hmm.
So God gave me that vision, and I know that God gave me that vision, but it was times that God needed to transition me from one place to another so I
Hmm.
could grow. Okay.
Hmm.
So for me, my confession is to maybe soften up the atmosphere for you. I don't know if it'd be hard for you to say it,
No,
but
no, no, no.
I was a cry. I was like, I don't understand. I don't understand why X, Y, and Z ain't want to help me. They know who I am. I want to cry, Adrian,
But
and I did cry.
honestly, it, it didn't have nothing to do with not being profitable, because as I said, I've been studying business from a young age, so I know whatever I do. I'm not trying to be boastful, but whatever I do, I put my whole heart into it. So I know how to make profit off of anything that I do. So it was profitable, but my issue was that it was becoming mentally draining, because you have today you'll do 15 guests, and tomorrow you'll do 15, and then next day you'll do 15, but then on the fourth day you will have 60 people. So now I'm there running around, running around, running around, and then we have to be re-prepping stuff. Meanwhile, people are waiting. And then you had people who probably wait an hour, hour and a half, which they didn't mind because they said the food was worth the wait. But in my mind, I wasn't giving them the type of service that I wanted to give them
I
based
love
on
that.
the inconsistency of the business. So it was more of location versus not ready for the business. That I knew the location wasn't perfect. But what I knew is that I want to have a restaurant in a major city. So I was in a small city, and I was like, all right, this location opened up. The price for the overheads, the rent, and everything was perfect. So it was like me walking to work one day. I saw this building open up. I called the owner. They said it's a cheap rate to rent it, and you have to rent as is. So it was literally 30 days of not knowing I would have a restaurant to opening up a restaurant. So it took me literally 30 days to open up that restaurant. It lasted for 2 years. It could last for 20 more, but I knew mentally it was kind of stagnant in a sense that I see that in 20 years there wouldn't be any major growth into it. So I was like, all right, let me make this decision to put it on pause, as you say, and then pursue other things. And then once I'm in the right area and location, then I can definitely pick back up the pieces because I know
You
exactly what to do now.
Okay, you know what? And that is awesome. Like I said, you're amazing to be 27 years old and having that mindset. Having that mindset. Whenever I think I started my nonprofit organization, I may was y'all ain't trying to tell my age. Now I'm not gonna tell y'all my age. Anyway, I was in my 30s. I was in my 30s, I want to say. I think I was somewhere 32, somewhere up in there. But anyway, and my ministry is still exists today. I travel and I visit back to my hometown. I put events together and things like that, and that's why I want to do the YouTubing connection with you guys, so I can be
Mm-hmm.
able to connect with other business minded people like Adrian. Adrian can be able to have a kitchen and be able to set those plates up, and people can try those plates out, etc. But I want to go back to the fact that you are 27 years old. You have recognized that, okay, the money is good. I know that it is profitable, but the service that I am providing, I'm not happy. Don't you know that you have people in this world today that will give you poor quality because of the monies?
That's so true. But
And it's sad, what I'm saying? It's
mhm,
sad because I feel like you should give people good quality,
mhm,
because when I come to the restaurant or I go, matter of fact, I had a situation happen. I went to go get my feet done, and they were like, "Oh, it's gonna be an hour." Like, okay, you have a whole hour. Wait a minute, it's only two of us. I'm confused. The lady sitting in the seat and that lady sitting over there? I'm a little confused. I actually did a live on it, so on Facebook, but I was confused. Then they get me in the chair and do my feet, and then after they finish, then they say, "Oh, I can't complete everything because that lady over there, the same one that just told me I will have to wait an hour for my nails." Y'all wrong.
oh
But you
wow.
know what I mean? It don't make you feel good. It don't make
Hmm.
you feel good to walk in a business and they tell you it's going to be 15 minutes, it's going to be 10 minutes, and it's not so. So,
Hmm.
Adrian, that's something that you're saying that you don't want to do, is give people.
Definitely not. I always pride myself on being ethical in everything that I do. So if I'm doing something, like you'll have, like, when I ran my business in the same area that I am at, you'll have people sell a salmon plate for $25. I was
Oh
selling
my
mine for
goodness.
$15. So it's like, and then it was me and my dad in the business, but then he had a full-time job, so I was doing most of the work. And then my brother, he would help me out, and he is very business minded too. So he's like, but Adrian, you cook so well, you can easily get $20 for the plate. And I'm like, yeah, I know I can get $20, but it's worth $20 too. But at the same time, I wanted to be fair with these people. I didn't want to try to rip people off to make a arm and a leg off of one plate of meal. So I always pride myself on giving people quality service and just giving them value for their money, you know? So
Well, oxtail is expensive.
it is.
My husband and I, it was probably like maybe a month ago, we actually found a Jamaican restaurant. And oh
Mm-hmm.
my goodness, it was the best oxtail. Hey, Adrian, it was so good. We literally like drove an hour to go get another plate. It was so good.
Yeah.
And so, whenever they rung us up, I was like, "Dad, that was high." I was like, "That was high." But guess what happened? Guess what changed my mind about that price? When I got home, I was like, Virgil, I told my husband, his name Virgil, we call him V. But I told V, I was like, V, look, go buy me some oxtail. I'm gonna make these oxtail myself. And I did a good job, but before the good job, he came back with, I think it was about, it might have was like eight of them in there. It was about eight. And I promise you, Adrian, it was like almost $20
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
for
because it's mostly
eight.
bone. So when you get a pound of oxtail, which is almost about close to $7, it's kind of a little crazy. And it's funny because a lot of people will go to restaurants and you'll give them like 5 huge pieces of oxtail with rice and beans and vegetables and plantain, and you charge them like $14, and then they complain. They're like, "I didn't get enough." I'm like, "You don't
Do you
understand
not
how
know?
expensive oxtail is."
Thank you. Well, I want to most definitely share with you guys, oxtails, they are not cheap.
Hmm.
It changed my mind because when my husband brought those oxtail back to me, it changed my mind on the view of the price. And I was like, well, actually, it was worth more
Hmm.
than the $15. I think the plate was about that much, like 15,
Yeah,
$16.
it's about that price point.
So, but okay, so you started your own business. How old were you whenever you started your first
Well,
business?
that was 2 years ago when I started the restaurants. I was 25.
25 years old. So
Hmm.
are you engaged? Are you married? Or are you just
No,
free?
I'm
Just
just free.
freelancing? uh, because I know that within your culture, this is just me sharing.
No,
Uh,
no, absolutely. You know,
um,
I'll tell you if it's true or not.
yes, please help us out because within your culture, you guys are strong on family. You guys
Hmm.
are strong on family. Um, and like you stated, business minded. Actually, we have a Jamaican deacon. He's a
Hmm.
deacon in our church, and he's in Indiana, and he talks about what he went through. He was in Jamaica,
Hmm.
and he moved to United States, and he loves the United States. He
Hmm.
loves the United States, and he ended up owning homes, cars. He came here
Hmm.
business, being a business minded person. Do you believe that within your culture that you guys are trained to be business entrepreneurs?
So it's like literally, I would say about 5 out of 10 people in Jamaica are business owners. And that goes from like owning a
Mm,
car that they put into like taxi. So you'll find a lot of people come, a lot of Jamaicans will come to America and work on a work program for about 9 months out of the year. Once they go back down because of the difference in the dollar, when they go back down, they'll either go and buy a car that they'll put in taxi. And how that works is that the driver brings in a set amount of money per day to the owner of the vehicle. And everybody owns a cook shop in Jamaica because the laws are less stringent. So you can get up today, you can just put up a cook shop. All the difference is
wow.
you need to have what you call a food handler's permit. So you have to have something from the health department. But as it relates to like physically paying taxes, like how it is in America, where
Yeah.
you have a small restaurant and GCTs, the taxes are included and all those stuff. You got to pay like sales tax every quarter or per month. It's totally different in Jamaica. Only people who are levied to those type of taxes are people who own like major supermarkets or wholesale stores or stuff like that. But small businesses, they get a lot of tax break in Jamaica. So literally everybody is self-employed, really.
Oh,
You'll go to Jamaica and you walk in the main street, you'll see people on the side of the road selling clothing at an affordable price. They'll
fruit,
be selling
everything.
sandals, fruits,
Yes.
even beer. You'll go and can get
Wow.
a cold red stripe on the side of the street.
Are you
Sugarcane,
serious? You
yeah.
don't have to have, and which my live, my channel, we don't drink, but I'm open to the conversation because
Hmm.
somebody may come in and they want to know this stuff. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So you're saying that you can have beer, you can have fruit, you can have anything,
Hmm. Just
and
walking down the street.
walking down the street. Well, okay,
Jerk
what?
chicken, they have the pan set up out there making jerk chicken on the side of the road. All different things. Just walk. Literally, you can be walking down the street and you can just see and they make these handmade push carts that they have their igloo
Yeah.
on with ice, their cold beer. You just go there and you get it to buy right there.
Oh my goodness, that would never happen in the United
No.
States. Like you would go to jail. Like
Hmm.
you can go to jail. Dog, that is amazing.
Yeah, the
So,
laws are very less stringent, so it's easy for people to open up businesses. So that's the quickest way because, as I said, employment in Jamaica, unemployment is high because
wow.
their main source of income is normally through tourism. So if you don't get a job within the tourism industry, then you kind of have to be self-employed because people got to eat, people got to wear clothes, people got to buy detergent and all those stuff. So you'll have people live in their house and in front of their house they'll set up a little corner shop and they'll sell from
Wow.
um, detergent to like people will go to wholesale stores and buy like the big bags of rice and then they parcel them out in a pound, 2 pound, 3 pounds. They sell half of a bread in Jamaica because it's not a rich country. They'll sell half of a stick of a butter, so
Oh my
it's very different. Yeah.
guys, do you all hear this? Do you guys hear this from someone that was born and raised in Jamaica? Okay, so let me go down this list really quick. Shout out to Leanne's Leilani's kitchen. Michelle is in the building. Jill's in the building. Um,
Hello everyone.
Keith with Fifi in the building. Bless Row is in the building. Tasty Mafia is in the building. Queen ASMR is in the building. And everyone is speaking. Ramsey Clan is in the building. Great interview skill. Thank you, Queen ASMR. Ramsey is saying hello to everyone, and I'm just speaking. And we got Gigi Gluten Lab is in the building. Welcome to the live. Eat Cooking and Live. Live It Up is in the building. Let's see what else. Adrian Chef, Gigi was saying.
Hey
Just
Gigi.
calling you the chef because you're really good. We're gonna talk about them bills in a minute. Um, Tasty Mafia, I think I might have said her name. Buffy Paris, thank you for coming in the live. Um, Queen ASNR, Miss Parch World is in the building. Thank you guys for smashing up the live. Tasty Mafia is in the building. Jacqueline is in the building. Hey, Jacqueline. She said Gigi says oxtails are luxury. What do you have to say about that?
So initially, when I started eating, well, it's really, as she said, a luxury because in Jamaica, oxtail is literally outrageous. The price is outrageous because unlike America, where minimum wage is per hour, in Jamaica, minimum wage is weekly.
Mm,
So you'll have a lot of people who are earning, I think right now the minimum wage is less than 6,000 Jamaican dollars, which is not even equivalent to 50 US dollars. So When you have oxtail, which is like $700 a pound, and you're making minimum wage of $6,000 a week, and it's mostly bone. So now you have a parent who has 3 kids plus a mother, a father. That's 5 people. You're gonna need at least 3 pounds of oxtail in order to feed the whole family. So that's $3,500 just out of your minimum wage job. So people rarely eat it unless it's like special occasion like Easter, Christmas, and those type of time when it's very special time of the year where they go all out for the Christmas dinner and all those stuff. So yeah, it's definitely a luxury. But looking at it, I'm like, it's a tail. That should be like waste. Why is it so expensive? But then I look back
Yeah.
at it, I'm like, the animal only has one tail, so they got to kill a lot of animals to get it. So now I can understand why it's so expensive.
It makes sense. That welcome to the live, W Brown. It's good to see you, sweetheart. And also Edwin 365. She's like, wow. Most definitely it is expensive. And I never understood why Jamaican people love oxtail.
Yeah,
Like,
oxtail, curry goat are like the two most high priority meals in Jamaica.
yeah, I noticed that. And it's really, really good. So I noticed that you cook on your channel. We want to talk about your channel now.
Hmm.
Adrian, as Adrian stated, guys, if you don't know Adrian, I want to go ahead and start promoting his name and his channel, guys. It is Adrian Cooking Review channel, right? I hope I'm saying it right.
Adrian cooking and food review. Yeah.
Food review. So if you're a mod, please type that in for me. I appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to Agent channel, guys, I would love for you guys to support this young man. Like he stated earlier, and I'm just going to be repeating what he stated earlier, is that he's been on YouTube for about 5 months. 5 months, guys, and he's up to about 936 subscribers. I don't know how many he's up to after this live or whatever. I'm praying that those numbers will arise. Okay, we're here to support one another. He shared with you guys that he believed in starting your own business. He talked about not giving up, even if the dream or the vision, it does not line up the way that you would think that it should line up, then just reposition yourself and do it again. And once you do it the next time, it's going to be even more better. Okay. So if we can get him least to, on this live, if you guys can help me get him to about at least, if we can get 950, that would be awesome. 950 people. That's about 20, probably a little less than 20 people. Yeah, I think like what that's like 18, 18. No, probably about 17 people. I want to say that should be about right. Please, guys, go and support this young man. 5 months. I started YouTube years ago, but I did not comprehend YouTube until last year. Okay. I ended up getting, really into it, enjoying it, and I was learning. And I learned from other YouTubers. So he's here now learning from other YouTubers. He's not boasting, he's not bragging, he's not pushing himself on anybody. I met Adrian through him just guiding through lives, communicating to people, showing himself friendly. And that is how I met him. Okay. And I believe that's how we should interact with one another, as you really care. You're really concerned. You're really interested in what that person has to say and what they're doing. This young man, let me share something with you. I did just a little research on Agent Channel. I went back to your first video, and that was actually, it was not even a mukbang. It was
Hmm.
actually a video clothing review. He was doing like a clothing review, and I thought that was like awesome. So that allowed me to see that his channel It is a diversity channel. You never know what Adrian is going to bring to you. He may bring you reviews. He also do he promotes people right at the level. Y'all, let me bless you real good. Thank you so much, Ms. Newton, for dropping the link. Thank you so much, ASM uh, MM. Very interested. Live. Yes, we have the truth, guys. Within Sister Fifi Live, I believe in pouring out truth. I want people to be on my live that can be able to truly inspire people and be able to help people along the way without a hidden agenda. You know, if we're going to have a hidden agenda, all we're going to do is hinder ourselves. Oh, that's a good one right there. That's a good one right there. Hidden agenda will cause you to hinder yourself. So, people that are on my platform, they're genuine and they're giving out free information. This young man, 27 years old, been a entrepreneurship, been in business for over what 2 years now. Now he has transitioned to the YouTube world. Within 5 months, he's already getting ready. See, I already speak this already. He's getting ready to hit his 1K, okay, because he's good enough for it. His content is good enough for it. And I believe people are going to grasp it to him. I believe that I'm talking about professional people are going to reach out to him because he got what they need.
Well, thank
Okay.
you, Sister Faith.
That's right. I'm speaking life. I'm speaking life, Adrian, because I see and I hear greatness within you. You're 27 years old. You hold a value of someone that has been here like in their 40s and 50s.
I said that in a video today. That's interesting that you say that. But I grew up with my mom. She's in her 40s, and she every Sunday is very interested in our household because when she was cooking and cleaning, she would play all the old hits. So I'm so
Thank you.
familiar with a lot of whole songs and stuff, and people always ask me, "How do you know these songs?" I'm like, my mom always played them cleaning the house. So
Thank you.
yeah.
I am so excited to share with you, Adrian. People are very excited about this interview and finding out information about the Jamaican world, the transition from Jamaica to the United States. You moved, I mean, swiftly in the United States. We have Miss Parchment World dropping your link. Thank you so much for that. We have Miss Newton. How's everyone that's speaking? Ms. Brown, they're speaking. Tasty say this is awesome. This is an awesome young man.
Thank you.
Yes, he is Tasty, and they're giving report. Miss Parchment World is giving report that now you are 13 away from 1950. We're believing God that this young man, glory to God. I know I am a believer of God. So don't mess with me. Don't stir nothing up. I'm a home girl. I'm whatever. But when it comes to God, I'm gonna
I
get
know
some
that's
fire.
right.
But yes, guys, I need for you guys, if you are on YouTube and you're on Facebook, look, Facebook, take a moment. It just take a second to come over to YouTube and subscribe to his channel. Turn the button gray. It's red, turn it gray, and hit that button where it will constantly the bell so you can constantly see what kind of content that he's producing. This young man is 27 years old and he's able to also he deliver story times. Okay, he do story times. He does meal preps, showing you how to cook things. He sit down and he eat with you guys. He also have a sense of humor. He likes to laugh, and he get tickled along the way. And I really appreciate you, Adrian. I really really do. And let's see if anybody else what else they're saying. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Thank you guys for sharing out the live and everything. So, guys, I want to say to you, if you are looking to know about how to make a Jamaican dish, then you want to get with Adrian. You want to get with Adrian because he's giving you the authentic world. He's not a wannabe. Okay? He's not a wannabe Jamaican. You know, he's really a Jamaican. So within his channel, he's cooking. He's cooking the oxtail. He's cooking the curry goat, the chicken, and oh my goodness, you were wrong. I'm trying to do right over here, okay, Adrian. I don't need you to make that cheeseburger the way you did. You did. That was dangerous. Okay, I'm just telling y'all right now. If you have problems with, eating some good food, I ain't trying to tell you to back out, but hey, come with your stomach full. But what was the name of that burger you made?
So that burger ultimately came from my restaurant that I had. So based on that, I was in West Virginia, and the diversity of the market is not that strong. I had to come up with a menu that was very diverse with flavors from Jamaica, but in varieties where they were accustomed to. So I had to come up with burgers. So I had that burger on the menu, but I gained inspiration from a resort that I used to work at. They had this guy who used to work there whose name was Teal. So he made a burger that they called the Teal burger, which had three different cheeses, and they had Canadian bacon, and they had a similar pineapple chili sauce on there, but nothing like mine. And then I went somewhere else and I had a burger with jalapenos and like a whole pineapple ring. I was like, all right, I can draw inspiration. So I'll sit down and I'll brainstorm, and I'll draw inspiration from different places that I go or different places that I've worked, and then I just come up with ideas of my own. So yeah.
So that is actually a Adrian burger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. You guys need to see that burger, okay? They're just Miss Parchment World. She's on it. They're saying that we're gonna get your goal tonight. You're 10 away. Thank y'all so much for supporting this young man. Let me tell you something. Charity, it starts at home. We are home. Okay, we're YouTubers and we are at home, so we know what it feels like to need 10 subscribers or one subscriber or 15 subscriber or 100 subscriber to meet a goal. And so therefore it takes you and I to help him to reach this goal. The main thing is, I'm not asking you to help him to reach this goal, and he's not a great content creator. This young man is a awesome content creator. He is a awesome supporter. Okay, I'm talking about. I think Adrian, you've been knowing me maybe a month, 2 months, month or
Um,
2 months, something like that.
no, it's probably time flies. I
Are
think
you
I've known you for
serious?
about 3 months now.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just been amazing. He basically came in, he basically just started supporting me, and then all of a sudden I started recognizing him. And this is a pointer for you guys that are trying to build your channel. Look, connecting, interacting, communicating with other YouTubers will allow people to recognize who you are. It's hard. It is hard to build your channel yourself. You're gonna need people to recognize you, and how people recognize you are through lives. Get on lives. Watch their content, comment on their comment, and I began to see Adrian comment. I was like, wow, he's kind of awesome. Let me check him out. I became a little nosy. So, when you start, popping up in people lives, or popping it is good also, not just lives now. I want you to know that if you subscribe to his channel, please, 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 please comment. The reason why you need to comment is because it makes him see that you're there. Okay? That goes for everybody. if you could subscribe all day long, that's called sub for sub. That would not work. Okay. So I need you to go back and watch his video, because if you don't, like I said, he could be walking around for months or days before he even recognized, or even I recognize, that you subscribed to my channel, and we did not mean any harm. So make sure you comment, like, and make sure you choose the video that you really, really like. Try the shortest video there is and try to get something out of it. So, so you won't get lost. Let's see. Do anybody else you want to mention anything? Um Edwin said, I can't wait to view your content. That's awesome. Do you know Edwina?
Mm-mm.
Edwina. Well, she's also, I want to do shout out to Geo World. Is it Geo? I
Geo.
Geo World. She's been over there at Geo World. That's how I met her. So that is awesome. She believed in supporting as well, and I just believe in supporting. Ms. Newton, she posted your content, your channel. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very very intelligent and inspiring at a young age. That's
Thank
what
you.
they just said. Like, you blew my mind. Like, you got on here. That's another thing we want to talk about. On his channel, guys, he pull out topics. And the topic may be about relationship. The topic may be about XYZ, whatever it may be. Okay. Adrian, you're 27 years old. What inspired you to talk about topics like that?
So, growing up in Jamaica, there's literally nothing that's like off topic unless you're being disrespectful. So, growing up in Jamaica, you'll see different things happening all the time. So, as I always say on my channel, I'm like, everything that you're talking about, I've seen someone else experience this. And then I'm the type of person where whichever environment I go in, I sit back and I relax. And sometimes I'm in people's live and I'll comment when I just come in, and they'll never know that I'm still there. But I always like to see what type of person I'm dealing with. I always like to um, just kind of figure out like what environment I'm in, what can I learn from this. So I've learned a lot from just seeing people's mistakes and seeing different things happening. So a lot of these things that I hear her talk about are things that I've seen and I know it's true.
Oh, wow. Wow. So you feel like that will engage the audience and get them involved, because you actually empowered one of my subscribers, that I had on the telecom, and you just empowered her. 27 years old, you're able to speak live, you're able to actually walk in the spirit of discernment. Okay. To discern that this is transpiring, this is what's going on in this individual life. So 27, like I say, that's something else, because
It goes back to my mom. She taught me well. I got to give her all the glory.
that's
Well, not
all.
the glory, but all the, you know what I'm saying.
I do well honor, because the
Yeah.
Bible says
Mhm.
give honor where honor is due.
Yeah.
So I just connected to you, and okay, they're just talking in live.
Yeah, I have a
So
channel trailer which is just a minute and 21 seconds. So
you
that's
know
an
what? I
easy.
actually saw that. I thought that was cool. I was like, I need to do that. I
Mhm.
need to do that. It told a little bit about you. I saw that. I thought that was amazing. So, do you have any siblings that have the same mindset
So
as you, or they're just a little different?
so I have a brother because I have several siblings. My mom has 5 kids. My dad have 5 kids, but they share 2 kids together. So each one of them have 3 separate apart. So I have, I'd say about what, 7 siblings, maybe something like that. I can't keep up, But yeah, so I have one brother, which is my only full brother, and then I have six others that are half siblings. I have two sisters and five brothers.
So are they entrepreneurs like you are?
So
Like,
my brother, which me and him are full brothers, he's very business related and oriented, but he's a type of person where he don't necessarily take risk as much as I do. So he have to see everything being aligned before he kind of make the decision to make an investment. Meanwhile, I'll just go out there and I see the promise in what I'm trying to do, and I know that with my mindset I'll make it successful. So quite often he'll tell me, I'm going to invest some money. You're going to run a business for me and I'm going to pay you. I'm like, no, I've done it by myself already. So why would you think I would work for you now? So,
oh my goodness. So therefore you have a sibling that has the money, but he's the type of person he needs to see it.
mhm,
Versus you, it sounds like you are a faith
mhm.
walker.
Because I trust my judgment that I'm going to make the right decision. And the funny thing is that he felt like I walked into his footsteps because when we went to high school, we both studied business and we are 4 years apart. So when he did was graduating from high school, I was just entering high school. So 4 years later, after entering high school, I did the same subjects as he did in high school. And he had to say that I followed him. But the crazy thing about it is that first and foremost, I did better than him in the examinations.
Okay.
But the cool thing about him, though, he got the opportunity to work in the same business field. So he's in accounting and all those stuff. So definitely in the future, I would do business with him, but I feel like we would definitely be butting heads because he's more about profit margins that less than, trying to be at a fair price. So he's trying to get the highest dollar for his investment. Meanwhile, I'm like, let's get a fair amount. Because one thing I learned from my mom about business, she never go to school for business. It's not like she back in the day they didn't graduate high school with subjects and stuff like that like we do now. But my mom, she was
Okay.
very smart. So like even with the restaurant now, you have oxtail and you have goat that are two things that you probably don't make high profit margins of. But then you have chicken, which is cheap, and you sell it for a reasonable price. So now it all balances out. So she taught me that you can have something that make like less profit margin, but then you have something else that going to make it 200%. So now it balances out, and everything is back on a level of 100% profit margin. So she taught me a lot of life lessons that I take with me every day. And when I came to America, my dad told me, he said, if you're not going to go to college, the best way to survive is be in the food and beverage industry. And I followed his instruction. He also told me, he said, you're from Jamaica, you have an accent, so you got to learn to speak slowly so that people could understand. He said, no, everybody understands me. And then they're like, are you really
Yes, it's
Jamaican?
very clear. Like
Yeah.
you can hear the Jamaican accent really well, very nice accent, and I hate to say it, you guys. Before I met Jesus, honey, I loved me some Jamaican dance. I just want a little wine. What you call it? The wine. I know y'all gonna laugh, but y'all, I did. I used to love the Jamaican dance.
Hmm.
Is that what it is? It what? Don't
Yeah,
y'all
wine.
laugh?
Yeah, it's a
Don't
wine.
y'all laugh at me? I wanted Jamaican wine, and and I will get down, y'all. Honey, I will get down back then. Now I want to ask you this question before I want our hit. Uh, 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 uh. Now, what is the word wine? Now, see, I was doing Jamaican wine and didn't even know what the wine meant. All I know it belonged to y'all.
So wine is similar to twerking, but it's just more
Uh,
and more and more motion.
they laughing. Look at it. Y'all laugh at me. Don't y'all laugh at this preacher. I did. I used to try to wine.
It's a confession is good for the soul.
That's right. I'm confessing. Yes, I was a dancer. So you saying the wine is they would say Jamaican wine. Is it
Hmm.
saying it right? Is I'm
Yeah,
saying
wine. It's a Jamaican wine. It's very similar to twerking, but a lot more movement.
Yes, honey. Y'all push it in, honey. I'm not promoting wine. I'm not promoting the wine, but y'all know what I'm saying, cause y'all probably done wine too before y'all got where y'all at. But anyway, you guys, oh my goodness, yeah, you guys can dance. I mean,
I
I mean,
can't dance, but yeah, most Jamaicans can dance, especially the women.
yes, yes. I mean, oh my goodness, I would go to New York to learn how to do the wine. I would go to New Jersey because my cousin lived over there in New Jersey. Then I had one living in the Bronx. And so when I would go up there, y'all, it's the confession moment because we ain't got but like about 5 more minutes. And I did. I learned how to dance, and I would come back to North Carolina. And I would tell the girls, I said, y'all, I got me a dance. And they said, what is it? What is it? I say it's the Jamaican wine. And there was another one. Lord have mercy. The butterfly. Y'all
Oh
don't
yeah,
remember that.
that's
Y'all
old
don't remember
school.
that. It was the butterfly. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And honey, sister Fifi, y'all did the butterfly. And I brought it back to North Carolina, but that's another story. I'm not going to. But Adrian, I want to say I learned so much from you. You gave so much information to the live that if they put their minds to whatever they want to do, that they can do it. That's what I'm summing up. That
Definitely.
if you want to start a business, you can do it.
Hmm.
So, do you feel like that business moment that was open to you in the United States? Do you feel like it was a hard process? Did it take a long time for you? Because somebody is on here and
Hmm.
they're YouTubers and they're trying to get their information out. Maybe they sell jewelry, maybe they sell purses, makeup, or whatever,
Hmm.
and they don't know how to get it out there. They
Well,
don't know how
the
to
first
market.
step is
What
you
would
got
you
to
do?
get a FEIN number from the IRS, which is similar to your Social Security. So that's the first step. And then depending on what business you're doing, like especially with restaurant, you had to go to the health department, and it was a tedious application because you had to go and find the square footage of the building. You had to know where all your piping are at, all those different things. What type of water, what type of this, what type of chlorine, all those stuff that they use in the restaurants and stuff, and the layout where you're gonna have all the equipments. You have to have drain boards, all those stuff, and then of course you got to get your state license. Then you got to get the city license. Also, one thing I didn't know is like even for zoning and the size of your sign, there has to be a specific size for the sign on your building.
Oh
So
wow!
yeah, there's quite a bit that I didn't know. You have to get fire marshal to come in and
Yes.
test the building and all those stuff. So it's a learning process, and as I said, that's the main reason why I opened up the restaurant. But I had some very cool moments. I met some amazing people throughout the restaurant. So I don't regret nothing, and it was definitely a stepping stone. My most major moment though was um, the Houston Texans, as footballers. They came to the resort topside where my restaurant was at, and a lot of them ate at the
Oh
restaurant
wow!
every day for the whole week of the training camp. So I met a lot of big football players that I didn't even
Oh
know who they
wow!
were until after I looked them up. So yeah.
Wow, wow. Guys, I want to I have a young man that just popped in and his name is Joe Cola.
Joe
He is
Cola.
live. He will actually be my next guest on next week on the 10th, guys. He's a small YouTuber, but he's really doing pretty big things
Mhm.
as a small content creator. And so it's about promoting the smaller channels and empowering them and pushing them and getting their information out there, guys. And as I stated, Adrian, he is really, really close, guys, to hitting his at least 950. We're trying to aim to make that happen, guys. I think the last time, what was the number we had? You was at? Adrian, do you remember what they said? Uh,
Mm-mm.
I think you was at oh my goodness, I can't remember what the last thing was saying, but we're trying to get him to 950 guys. He's really close. He's worthy of the next level, guys. We really are asking you all to go and support this young man. And you're gonna get some good information. You're gonna get some good information. I most definitely would encourage you to go and to connect with this young man. Joe says, "Hey, that 1K will be here in no time, Adrian." So true,
I believe
so
it.
true, so true. I believe it too, uh, Joe Cola. I really do. I was looking at your content, and I was like, "Wow, 250, like." I mean, my mind was not even there. Like I had bad content. I wish I could go back. I'm like in the rocket chair, all kinds of stuff, like begging, trying to get stuff.
But that's the cool thing about YouTube is that I feel like when people your family members connect with you at like less than 1,000, less than 100, and they see the progression, then that's inspiration for someone else to come on and realize that you know what, we can start with minimal equipment, and as we go by, we continue to improve on ourselves. And I feel like that's the message all of us need to come with. You hear a lot of people say, I'm waiting until I get my camera, I'm waiting until I get my ring light,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to start next month. No, the time is to start today. You know,
Correct.
people want to see progression, and that will be inspiration for them to say, you know what, Sister Fifi, Adrian, this person started, and the content was just mediocre, but now it's getting better. And I'm not afraid to say that. Looking back now, I'm like, I wish I could get rid of these videos, but then I'm like, you know what, it shows progression. So I'm like,
Yeah, because you know what, Adrian, I was so tickled at your video that you did your review on. I was like, Adrian, I'm gonna need you to stand up so I can see that shirt. 'Cause all I saw was just the neck
I'm
and
just
the
showing the neck because I'm body conscious, okay?
I was like, come on now, Adrian. I'm gonna need you to stand up so I can see what LH is all about. I want to say LH the shirt. It was a nice shirt, but
Yeah, I know.
Adrian, yeah, this is the neck, LH. That's how he is telling the truth. It is so fun to be able to look back at older content and see how you have progressed.
Hmm.
It really is amazing. So don't give up, guys. If you are a new YouTuber and you don't know what to do, I would most definitely recommend, and I'm gonna have Adrian to give out some recommendation on how you feel like you can encourage them to grow. Personally, me, do what you're doing now, build relationship. That's what I would say. But what would you say, Adrian, before we close out?
So it's funny because you're saying exactly what I'm saying. I always tell people, I'm like, don't focus on numbers. That's why I'm at 900 plus. I could go in these growth streams and I could definitely hit 1K by tomorrow or the next day.
Correct.
But I feel like I'm trying to build genuine connections with people because it's like if you come to my premieres, you see between 16 to 23 people in the premiere constantly for a whole 20, 30 minutes.
Mhm.
And every single time my mind is blown because I'm like, I'm seeing people with 2K, 3K, 5K,
And
and they
can't
still
even
ain't
get it.
holding 18 people in the house.
Correct.
So I'm very grateful because I've made genuine connections with people and I'm not worried about the numbers.
I
I always
love
say to people, I'm like, the family members, we love you, we appreciate you connecting with us and everything like that. But my goal is it's not about the number of family members because we want to build genuine connections. The views is what's most important. So I say build genuine connections, continue to invent yourself, continue to put in out great content, continue to engage with your audience because if you don't engage with the audience, then it's over. You know, you got to be out there trying to connect with these people and just build genuine connections. And if don't do something expecting someone else to do it back for you in return because it's like that's just
yeah.
added pressure that you put on yourself that just takes away from your own mental state and you focusing on the content. So go out there. I just always tell people, I'm like, focus on yourself first.
Correct.
Because I've seen a lot of people go out here and hanging on limbs for other people. And they ain't doing it for themselves. And I'm
Correct.
like, you got to focus on you first. And of course, you want to show everybody support. But at the same time,
It's
if you
not
have 1,000
realistic.
family members and you can't catch everybody content every single day, especially when some
Mhm.
people post every day. So if you can go over here once a week and see somebody, I feel like that should be enough.
Mhm.
But it's we just gotta constantly just try to invent ourselves, continue to put in the work, build genuine connections. That's most important.
I appreciate that, Adrian. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart that you have that mindset. And I know, guys, we're trying to jump off, but I most definitely want to share truth. Adrian is about point out truth, guys. Please don't hold people accountable because you do something a certain way. Just like he's saying, you can be able to stay in the live stream 4 or 5 hours or 2 hours or 30 minutes or whatever it is. And then, I may just can come in and do a replay. You know what I mean? That's just as good. It's good. You know what I mean? To know that, oh, at least they didn't forget about me. And then, you may not like what happened to me when I went live for my celebration. Boy, I went back to my old video to recognize or look at who commented way back then and did not even realize that this gentleman, I seen him before and I ain't even been to his channel like that.
Hmm. Another thing, we got to check our spam. We need to check our spam. I mean, a lot of times people say, oh, they didn't watch your content long enough and it goes in the spam. But sometimes I have genuine people that I know watch the content till the end and it still ends up in the spam. So you
Uh-huh.
got to check your spam because a lot of times you're going to miss your opportunity of connecting to someone great. So always check your spam.
So true. Now, Adrian says, not Adrian. Um, Joe Cole said, right, start with what you have. And that is so true. She let me do my first live. Also, Joe, I think she say she let me do my first life or live.
No,
Um,
Joy's telling you that you inspired him to do his first live. Joy's on a roll now. He's like throwing out these lives
that's
every
what
single
I'm
day,
talking about.
and he's like, "This is because of Sister Fifi and that prayer." So
Oh,
it's awesome.
it's amazing. If you guys want to build your watch time hours, go live. Don't worry about, like Adrian said, don't worry about how many people pop in and out. Just keep going. Just keep going, because what's going to happen is eventually when you log off, you'll be like, oh my goodness, it was 30 people viewing.
Yeah,
They're
persistence is key. Persistency.
Exactly. And the more you talk, the more you expose yourself, then the more people will recognize who you are and they will begin to want to watch your live. So stay humble, and keep continuing to grind. Jill said exactly. Yes, Adrian. And that's another thing. Jill, I'm gonna have Jill on my channel as well,
Jill
because
is awesome.
man, this young lady she is awesome, and she reminds me like her Adrian could be doggone twins. uh I mean, they be getting it in, okay. And shout out to my girl Zion. Yes,
We love Zion.
Zion, man, Zion is the beast. Zion was like, she shouted me out. She was like, Sister Fifi said, go, honey, go live on your lunch break. Honey, when I first started off, if y'all go back, Sister Fifi's, matter of fact, on my flyer, one of my flyers, it says, um, Sister Fifi, you're good. You know I'm good for lunch. I'm good for lunch, because every time at 12 o'clock, I would go live. And I actually started building people, networking. And guess what? I was dumbfounded. I didn't even know I was building network. A content brothers and sisters. I didn't even know it. So she went live today. And let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you something, on her lunch break, it was popping. And she was on
Mm-hmm.
there for 15 minutes. I'm going to say 16. I know it was
Yeah.
15, but it was like a total of 15:47 or something like that. And it
Mm-hmm.
was popping,
It
okay?
was. It was.
So you got the grind. Don't you
Mm-hmm.
give up. We're all in this race together. And I'm get ready to try to sum this up. Congratulations again, hon. They're saying congrats. BB is in the building. Hey Adrian, I was looking for you tonight. They looking for you, Adrian. I
I
better
go
get
live on Saturdays.
I better hurry and get them off. Oh, you got people looking for you. Thank you so much. Miss Newton is another person, guys. I want to shout out. She is amazing. This young lady is a great supporter. She has been supporting me from 2019, the beginning of the year. She knows how to network. And so you guys, if you don't know her, if you don't know anybody, I'm saying it. Connect. Okay? Make sure you put a heart, go visit, do the right thing, okay? Watch their comment and leave. I mean their content and leave a comment so they can know that you are there. Okay. Yes, for real, yes. W Brown said yes. I went live with Zion for the first time. Oh my goodness. Now WB, I went on your channel now. You have to come live with me now. Inbox me on IG because you know you my girl. Yeah, Zion is awesome. She's a person that likes to encourage as well. I mean, it's just so many people. That's right on the panel. Okay, so yeah. So guys, we're getting ready to jump off. I want you guys, if you have not subscribed to Adrian Cooking Review, the links, the mods have dropped his links down there. Please go subscribe to this young man channel. Matter of fact, I shared it out. Please share it out so they can get to know this young man. Facebook, this young man, he needs you. He needs you. Okay. And whatever you make happen for somebody else, God will make it. He will do it for you as well. God don't have no respect of a person. Make sure you sow a seed into his life. And guess what the seed is? It's just turning the red button to gray. That's all you got to do. We're not asking you to give any money tonight, but we are saying smash that button. Adrian, I love you, sweetheart. Thank
Thank you,
you
Sister
so
Fifi.
much.
You're awesome.
You are amazing. So, do
Thank you.
you have anything that you want to say to the audience before we chime off?
Not really. I think I've covered a lot of what I needed to say. But last thing I want to say is, I've realized that it's very important to kind of create a schedule for your channel. People know
Hmm.
exactly when you're coming out with your videos, and like right now, I tend to lean towards more premieres because I have the time, and the watch hours are definitely better because people are engaging in the comment
I love
section
that.
and they don't realize how fast 30 minutes go. A lot of people in the premieres for 30 minutes and they're like, where has the time gone? They want to see more. And then when you sit down to watch a video for 30 minutes, I just feel like a burden because you're watching the time. But
Hmm.
when you're in a premiere, people typically don't watch the time because everybody's engaging. Someone comes in, they know them, they're like, hey, how are you? And they're focusing on the food, but they're also engaging. So it definitely helps you to get to know your audience a little bit better and also for them to engage with other people. And you also connect with people in premieres too, and you feel their energy based on what they're saying and what they're doing. So just consistency and scheduling is kind of important. I
Yes.
just recently started having a schedule about a month ago, so and
You
it's
know
working
what,
out pretty
Adrian?
good.
Why are you keeping me on this live? You got people coming in, and he's talking on things that just stirring me up. Adrian, like I said, I just hit my 1K, my 4K, and Adrian actually educated me like Sister Fifi now. But he didn't say it to me personally. He was saying to everybody, you guys, I hate small premieres. 15, no, 10 minutes per minute. I'm sorry. Adrian, you're talking about me. Okay, so I didn't recognize that. I did not recognize that. And Adrian, you have more people coming in. And guys, if you have not subscribed to Adrian's channel, please, most definitely, they have dropped Adrian link. Please subscribe to this young man's channel. We're trying to get to 950 subscribers by tonight. We really would love to see him make it to that 950. But who is it? It is Trey and J Bay. I think that's what that is. Welcome to the live. Bless Roll is back in. Tika and Nika TV. Hey, welcome to the live. You guys, Adrian is amazing. Like I said, he's dropping nuggets for free. So most definitely, I'm going to go ahead on and just piggyback off of what he said. Please get into those premieres. Zion got me into the premiere. She is the one that encouraged me to do premieres and educated me how to do premiere. A lot of people don't know how to do premieres. You cannot, I don't know if you can do it or not, but I don't think you can do premieres with your phone. You have to do it by your laptop. I did not know that.
Yeah, you can do it from your phone, but one thing you want to do, you want to go into a browser and click the desktop version.
I know. And that's the part I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to go through all that.
Well, I film everything on my phone and I still haven't figured out how to export from the phone to the laptop. So I typically just do everything from my phone. But yeah, it's pretty easy. And setting up premieres is just like scheduling a video. The only difference is that you click the premiere and you set the time of the day that you want it to go out. So.
And he talked about also, guys, thank you so much, Ms. Newton, for dropping his link again. Thank you so much. Jill said premieres are awesome. They are, guys. They're so fun. People are engaging, like Adrian stated. They're interacting, they're laughing. You're able to respond in the chat box, and you're getting to know one another. And like he stated, you are getting watch time hours through the premiere a whole lot faster versus just uploading a regular video. So you're really getting double. When you do premiere.
I'd also recommend putting up a day before it actually premieres, because people will see it and get excited instead of posting it 4 hours before it premieres. So I'm trying to get better at that. Normally I used to post it within the day that I was going to premiere it, about 5 hours. It's a lot better if you set it from the day before, because now people go on your channel, they see it, so they set their reminders and then they remember. But if it's 4 hours, typically people maybe not browse it at that time, so they miss it.
So Jill, see, I hope you have somewhere to go, because they're coming in and they get ready to smash that red button.
I'm good.
That red button. You guys, I need you guys to go over and smash that button. But I need for you to share, save his content, and go watch it again or whatever you need to do and come back. Let me tell you something. I'm supposed to be getting off this live, but hey, what God has for this young man is for him. It says, Jill said, I don't know how to do my premiere from the phone. He just shared it. So I don't know if you heard it.
So I normally go to the Chrome browser and then I sign in regular, but there's an option right at the side that you constantly have to click desktop version. And then once you go on there, you go to Creator Studio. Once you go in your Creator Studio, you'll see there's an arrow that goes up, the uploading arrow. You click that, and once you click that, then it's gonna take you to your content that you have saved to your phone. Once you click the content, then it's gonna compress the video. After it compresses the video, then it start uploading and it start processing. Then when you go to the second page now, that's where you can add your end cards and your end screen and cards. And then to the third page now, it's going to have visibility up at the top. You can hit it to premiere right away, or you can public it, or you can schedule it. And then there's an option right there that you click premiere. It's pretty easy. Just go into the browser, sign in, make sure you're constantly on the desktop version so that it works properly.
Well, it sounds like you need to make a video. on how
I'm,
we.
I'm I'm still trying to figure out how to make the video.
Well, all you need to do is just, well, I know for sure you need to do a educational piece on how to do your premiere, because I have not figured it out. So that will be something you can work on. We have my nephew Short Bus in the building. He said, Auntie, can you explain StreamYard? Oh wow, yes, I can. And maybe Adrian, Adrian is the life of the show, y'all.
I haven't used
So
StreamYard yet. I need to, because I feel like my
yes,
Saturday night lives would be a lot more entertaining if I have like guests on to talk about different topics that I have. So I'm definitely going to need to check out StreamYard myself.
yes. Well, then that means that I need to talk about StreamYard. All right. So, Ms. Newton, shout out to you. She actually, you go to the browser and go to the studio when you go to the video that's uploaded. Okay. So, guys, if y'all want to know how to premiere with your phone, she just dropped the information down. What Adrian just stated. Short Bus is in the building. Everybody, if you're just coming in and you have not joined Adrian channel, please go watch a video, comment, or just save the video and comment later. That will work as well. We truly appreciate you guys for doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about I do mine's in advance. That's yeah. I Jill said I do it in advance. I do too. Matter of fact, I will be premiering tomorrow, and guys, oh my goodness, I want to make sure I need to get some rest. I'm going to premiere tomorrow and Saturday. I was going to go live Saturday, but my husband is actually taking me on a special trip. He is so awesome, y'all. He's so awesome and so amazing. So I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to upload the video. I'm going to premiere. But let me tell you something. This video is off the chain, and you guys do not want to miss it. It is a product review that I done, and it's gonna gross some people out, but but it's real, and you don't want to miss it. But nevertheless, yes, I recommend that we try to do it in advance, that you won't rush, you won't be in a rush, and you won't be burdened down by trying to wait till the last minute and upload, and it takes forever. So I will recommend that too. Somebody said that ASMR, Sister Fifi, maybe you and Adrian can do another live together. This was great. Yes, I
We
would
definitely
love.
can.
Yes, I want to talk about that relationship. I want to go back in the relationship and find out what this young man, uh, talking about, with this relationship stuff. So I can spend. We most definitely can do it again. Thank you so much. Trey and J Bay says the problem is sometimes YouTubers don't want to hear what their subs when it's not what they want to hear. It's not necessarily negative, but comments or what or how they feel. I'm just saying. So, do you want to say anything about that, Adrian?
Like constructive criticism, is that what they're talking about?
That's what it sounds like. They're saying that the problem is sometimes YouTubers don't want to hear what their subs.
Hmm.
I
Or
guess what they're saying.
recommendations?
Yes, I like that. Thank you so
Hmm.
much for sharing that. Trey and J-Bay. If you would like to drop some comments, any and everybody that is here, if you guys want, Adrian and I, we already have one person say that they would love to see us again, going forward again. Guys, I can also, if he put on a live, we can bounce back and forward. I will get on his live stream. I could be your first live stream. Never know. If that's what you want, just let me know. If our time match, we can
Yeah,
do this. Um, yeah, I believe that you should be able to listen to your
definitely.
your
Yeah, because
subs.
if you ever come to my live stream, if I do a topic and the topic is kind of like running out of juice, I'll always say in the comments, I'm like, can you drop me a topic that you want to talk about? Because even though this is our channels, we are here to make sure that our audience feels at home. So whatever they want to do, that's what I'm going to do in my live chat, as long as it's within the YouTube rules. So I'm always looking for recommendations. Somebody come on my page and they say, I want to see a recipe of this. Then I may say, it's complicated. I've never tried it, so maybe I'll try it, but I won't tell you, oh, I'm not going to make that. But at the same time, we always want to listen to the audience, because at the end of the
Yeah,
day, what they want, if you
it's
give them
right.
what they want, then you have the ripple effect of what you want. So you get views, and you also make the audience happy and wanting more and always come back. So it's
That
very important.
that is good. That's good information, Adrian. BB says Adrian is my notification bell is on. Jill said premieres are awesome. Jill, yes. ASMR, she put a sign down there. How to do it. Big B said how to do, I guess, the premiere. I hope you heard it, Big B. And I do want to add, if you don't know how to do it by the phone, just go into your studio on your computer. You go in there and click on that video that you want to upload, and then when you upload that video, you choose. Then I think it's on the right hand side,
Yeah.
and it will allow you to pick your time if you want to do it
Yeah.
later, and then you check mark
Mm-hmm.
the premiere, and
Mm-hmm.
then you put your time. Once you put your time, then you save it. Then
Mm-hmm.
that's
Because
all.
nobody taught me how to do premieres. I just went on there and I played with the app and I go through there and I look through it. So that's very important. You got to get familiarized with whatever YouTube have going on with the studio. They always have important information right there in studio of new updates and stuff like that. So you just want to constantly play with it, look at it. Don't do nothing crazy though. Don't just go over there and make uninformed decisions. But you want to go
Yeah,
over there and literally just look at it and try to analyze it and figure out how can you do something. But of course, don't hit that share button until you're ultimately sure
yes,
that that's what you wanted to do. But yeah, it's very
you're
important to constantly look.
you're right, because it has been several times that I had sent out a premiere, and it was just waiting. It was just sitting there, and I never knew that I had sent that premiere out. You have eat, cook, and live it
Live it
up.
up. Hmm.
She said, "Yep, I do it. I do it. Do everything on my iPhone." Miss Newton, you are so right. They're just agreeing. I do. I don't know how to do my premieres from my phone, which we talked about that, and I don't know how to pronounce this. It's Kochav.
Yeah,
Wow,
that.
I didn't know that. I guess she was agreeing about the premieres.
Hmm.
And then we have BB. Y'all running playlist family? Most definitely, I encourage people. We can talk about that. Adrian and I probably can do another video, and we can talk about supporting each other as well. If Adrian decides he want to do it on his channel, it don't matter. But
No, Sister Fifi, I'm gonna always come over. Honestly, I like lives, but it's not my favorite thing to do because it becomes draining for me. Like when I sit on my live for 3 hours and I have to keep the audience engaged. Because me personally, when I go on a live, I want to leave with something. So if you come to my live, you'll never see me sitting there just open and I'm like, welcome A B C D. I'm not about that. This is not Facebook or
me
Instagram
neither.
live. You have to have content. We're content creators. So when you go on a live, you have to have something that you're talking about. Obviously, you can feed off your audience, but you always have to have a game plan. Obviously, not always gonna
For real.
work, but you have to have some. That's what I like about your lives is when I come over here, you have Bible quiz, you have different topics that you're talking about. A lot of other people live you go to, so different lives are for different things. You go to Pickadell, they are just
Yeah.
entertaining. When you go there, they're doing roll call and they're singing and stuff like that. So you want to have a niche. Like when I went to Joe Colla's live last night, he came up with a great remedy.
Wow.
Like a whole setup of how he was doing. He was doing like celebrity hot topics. He was there just feeding off the audience. He made like a freestyle of one of the person in the chat, and it was just so much fun. I was like, I'm listening to a radio show. So you always got to try and improve yourself. And remember, we're on YouTube, we're content creators. You have to provide content. It's not Instagram Live, Facebook Live, where we go there and we're just shouting out people. I understand a growth stream is different, but if we're just content creators trying to get information out there, you definitely want to have your lives. When somebody go and replay, they don't just click off. Because I've had people watch my replay for 4 hours. And I'm like,
Wow.
yeah, so.
Wow, that's amazing. I guess I'm gonna jump down because I don't want to miss. We share our lives or expression. Alan, Alan, Elena, I think it may be Elena. Experience of freedom. So true, Elena. Most definitely. We need to express ourselves. And if you're gonna express yourself, be authentic, be real with what you do. I mean, people are looking for realness. You know,
Mhm.
YouTube is a business. It is a business. You know, I mean, you can't get in your emotions and your feelings because it will hinder you. It will
Mhm.
hinder you. Okay, so don't do that. But I want to talk about the lives, no, the StreamYard. With the StreamYard, guys, all you need to do is download it. You need to download StreamYard, not StreamLab. It is two different ones, okay? StreamYard, it will allow you to be able to do what Adrian and I are doing. Okay, and that is STREAM yard. So if you guys are well, one of my mods, if you would just type in streamyard.com down there, you just follow those rules. And I do want you guys to know that they have changed the way that they do StreamYard. Okay, they have paid version and they have the one that you get like 20 hours a month. Now, personally, me, I recommend for you not to invest. This is just me, and I'm not down at StreamYard. But if you know that you have bad connection, don't invest in StreamYard. Don't invest into no stream, no live streams that
Third party.
third parties, correct, and you know that is not stable. You have not Adrian, I mean, looking at, his connection is really good. I have seen so many people that that go on StreamYard and stuff like that, and it's horrible. It is horrible. So I would not invest into anything that is not going to be beneficial. But I would encourage you to at least just stay with the free version and use that 20 hours. Okay. If you know that you're not a person that go live a lot, then I wouldn't invest in paying monthly. Just use the 20 hours. You know what I mean? Because Adrian said he goes what on Saturdays?
Yeah, and that's the depends on how many people are there or no engaged audiences. I never have a time frame that I'm coming off. I'll be there for 2, 3, 4 hours. So it all depends.
Thank you, Bless Rose, for dropping that link, and Jill as well. You guys drop that link. But yes, please gather your StreamYard. It is a wonderful app. It's a good app. You can connect with people. You can be able to brainstorm with people. You could do a lot. You could do a lot with the StreamYard. So, Short Bus, I hope that helped you out. I am still waiting on you to please start going live. I want to encourage you guys that look, if you are afraid to show your face and you're not a big talker or whatever, just go live, turn the camera around, and get your watch hours. Get your watch hour and forget all that. Let me tell you, one night I actually received, Adrian, I don't know how many hours you ever received, but one night that was the most hours I ever had. It was like, I think I was on there like an hour and 20 minutes or something, like, and it was like 29 hours.
Last week I was on for almost 4 hours. I got like close to 60 hours.
Woo! Whoa. So you imagine when Adrian hit his 1K, he's gonna be already we're pushing him already to his 4K. He's working on his 4K now. So I want to empower you guys. Look, I need you guys to not just build content, but I need you guys to also go live so you could be able to do both.
Live mukbangs are a big thing now. A lot of people are doing live mukbangs. So that's also another thing you can do. If you're eating some food, just hit the live button. I'm thinking
Correct.
about start doing that too.
Let's look, because I actually did a healthy. I be like,
Yeah, I
I'm like,
remember that. The cucumbers and the
like,
strawberries and stuff.
yeah, come on, y'all. Oh my goodness, that look. You right, because that's what I'm doing. Like on Saturdays, only if I don't have anything to do.
Hmm.
Do my lives, talking about healthy moments on Saturday, and guys, y'all been amazing. Y'all been amazing. So, Adrian, we have been on here for
Hour
an hour
35.
and a half,
Yeah.
hour and a half. And you guys, I usually don't go this long. I want y'all to know that we love you and we appreciate you, and thank you guys for subscribing to my brother channel. If you have not, hey JJ, you know what? I just believe on just look at that. JJ in the building. Hey JJ, he said hello to Adrian.
Hello,
Guys,
hello, everyone. I'm not seeing the comments, so don't think I'm ignoring you. Hello to everyone.
that's why I'm actually reading it out, guys, so he can know what is going on. We love both of you all. Jill, we love you too, sweetheart.
Love you, Jill.
JJ, they dropped your link. So with my closing, if you have not gotten with Adrian, I need you to get with him, guys. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's nothing about it.
We
Nothing.
love you too, Sister Fifi. I
Yeah.
remember I told you that the first time I came on your live and I saw you interviewing people, I was like, this is your calling. You need to do this consistently. And from then we connected and we are like, let's set up this live stream. And I'm open to doing more with you. So it's been
Oh
fun.
my
And
goodness.
thanks to everyone who support me. Remember now, I'm still watching content. I'm still creating. So if you connected, I'll get back to you. Maybe not today, but I'll connect back to some people tonight before I go to sleep. Because I'm up support. Like literally, I was on Joe Colla's live until almost after 3:30 this morning. I was in there for like so. I'm
He's
always jumping
gone
on somebody's live,
crazy.
so sometimes I don't even have time to. I'll respond to a comment, but I don't get to come and watch your video same time. But don't forget, I'm going to connect back to you.
Joe is gone crazy. Okay, I done raised someone that don't play. He just stayed up all night.
Hmm. It
I'm
was fun
excited.
though, so I had a good time. I wanted to sleep, but I couldn't fall asleep. That's what I'm talking about. Content. You got to have that content in the live, because if you're just not saying nothing, people got to jump in and jump out of your live. So
What? Oh my goodness, they are raiding. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is
is
Jay.
that promo STK sent a raid?
No, this is
Uh,
Pastor Kim. Her daughter, shout out to her daughter just dropping in to say, hey, Shelly Fonte. Oh, she is a new content creator, guys. And she actually, I think that she had like 2 or 3 videos up, but she really has some nice content that is coming, guys. That's Pastor Kim daughter. We got Tasty Buds that is in the building, and she says, my mother sent me your way, Pastor Kim's Corner. Thank you, Tasty Buds. We appreciate you coming in, guys. If you have not connected with Adrian Cooking Review, it is about him. It is about him tonight. And if you want to join force with Sister Fifi Tyson, go ahead and smash that red button. And guys, y'all turn that button gray, because Sister Fifi will she'll let
you
you
ain't gonna
have.
regret it. Sister Fifi is influencing people out here.
We getting ready to go up. So I'm excited for you guys chiming in. Guys, please check out my little brothers content. It is wonderful. I promise you. He has food. He do the same thing, talking that I do. He inspire people. He talks about his mom. He's trying to uplift people. Reviews. And the last time, Adrian, you did a review um on somebody. I don't know their name. This
Mm-hmm.
is not. This was like maybe like I think I don't know how far back the video
Mm-hmm.
was, but I was watching it, and you had on an outfit,
Mm-hmm.
another outfit, and you recommended them to go to. Um,
Was it the unboxing video?
no, that yeah, I watched the unboxing too. That was a nice shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And this young lady only have how many subscribers?
She's I think she's last night she was at 170. I've tried to promote her because she have one thing with me. I'm very similar to you. I don't promote people who I don't believe in their content. I don't believe in their personality. I don't believe in different things. And Silis Mukbang, she's amazing. And I tell people, I'm like, it's not because I received this product I add her into a clip or I'm shouting her out because it's genuine. So I always bring genuine love to people. I'm not about the fake stuff. It's not worth it. It doesn't make any sense. You smile up in someone's face. It's more you're tearing them down. No,
So true. So guys, y'all get over there and support her as well. I love you guys, and we're getting ready to chime off. And thank you guys for coming in. Yes, it's not worth it. Eat cooking and
Live
living
it
it
up.
up. I keep wanting to say live.
She got a long
Living up.
name.
So she sound like she love her some Adrian and my
She's
blessed scroll.
Jamaican, so
Oh
we
really?
connect. Yeah, we connected.
Oh my
And
goodness.
she
Let
has
me
some
look at her.
amazing recipes over there too.
Let me look at her content. And she's so cute. Look at you. Oh my goodness. I just love it. Adrian, you have some people that are supporting you. And there is some new people that say yes, they want to check you out. So guys, we love you. She's laughing. Yes, I do. Yes. Well, we love you guys, and there's nothing you guys can do about it. But we're gonna log off by saying blessings. See you guys.
You all have a wonderful night.
She says, Jill says, thank you all. Yes, thank you,
And thank you,
Jill.
Sister Fifi.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I speak blessings your way because
Thank
some
you.
blessings get ready to come.
I know,
Okay?
right?
Some big people are going to see Sister Fifi and Adrian cooking. They're
I
going to
know, right?
need us.
I know,
Okay?
right?
All right. As well as my audience, you guys, blessings.
All right. Have a good night.